Hey friend, Welcome Wednesday. My name is Travis Norville. I'm the pastor of Judson Memorial Baptist Church, and thank you for spending a little bit of your time with us. It is Wednesday, but I realize many people don't watch this on Wednesdays, and that's okay. That's just when we film. Well, let's just get right down to it. I was on a call this week with about a dozen pastoral colleagues from around the nation, a pretty diverse representation of American life right now. And the convener asked, what state's your soul in? Okay. And it got to me, and I just said, I just got to say it this way. I have never cursed as much as I've cursed the past 4 weeks, past month. I'll be honest. I have, sure, I swear a little. It's part of my Appalachian heritage, right? It's just kind of an interesting way of cursing. But it's never been like this. I feel like I'm the Simpsons meme of the old man yelling at the clouds. That's what I feel like. Or I feel like I should change the bumper sticker. I love Jesus, but I cuss a little. It should say I cuss a lot. That's what it feels like sometimes. And here we are, trying to work our way through all this. After I finished my piece, another colleague spoke up, and she said, "Travis, I feel the same way you do. However, I also feel that I've never prayed as much as I've prayed right now." She said, "I feel bilingual, that on one breath I'm praying, on the next breath I'm cursing." And I thought, yes, that's it too. I don't know if I've ever prayed as much as I've prayed before. And maybe that's the way you feel too. You've never felt in some ways as engaged with your spirit as much as you do right now. It's not a strange thing. There's lots of people feeling this way too. I got no magic formula. No, okay, if we just do X, Y, and Z, we can make it all go away and act like we never felt it before. No, this is deep work. Paul Farmer, the late Paul Farmer, the physician, he said we're engaged in what he called the long defeat. And by that I mean you're not worried about winning and losing. You're only worried about, your only goal, I should say, is that you don't turn your back on those who have the most to lose. Or in the words of Jesus, this is not the time that we turn our backs on the least of these. I think that we were created for such a time as this, to be the people, to be the church, to be the community that stands up for the least of these, that stands up for those who have the most to lose. We can do this. We can do this. I'm confident that we can do this. Yeah. This Sunday, we're talking about community. And we're talking about, it's not only the gift of community, the beauty of community, but I think it's almost how much we desperately need community right now. To be lifted up, to be encouraged, to be held, to be picked up, to be healed, to be given that teaspoon of grace. So we're going to be talking about community this week. And I hope that you are finding community in whatever ways you can. If you don't have a community, I invite you to think about Judson Church as your community, whether that's online or in person, or we can figure out some kind of hybrid or creative way of doing that. We all need community right now, and we all need each other. Now we got to change gears because I got some announcements we got to do, right? Hey, we got lots of things coming up. Speaking of just community events, things coming up, right? We got Jazz Sunday, which will be next Sunday, March 2nd, and then we're going to have Pancake Dinner, Shrove Tuesday, Pancake Festival, actually. We've got the Sourdough Starter is starting right now. We're going to turn that up for all those pancakes. That'll be March 4th at 5:30. We've got an Ash Wednesday service, March 5th, 6:30 to 6:45, 6:50. We've got the Minneapolis Trombone Concert, the 50th one coming up. And then we've got Carolyn's online Lenten retreat coming up too. All these things, you can find out more information about these, not only on our webpage, but in our emails and all the things that go on. We're also looking for a part-time lead child care provider for Sunday mornings. If you know someone, please forward this to them, let them know about it. Or maybe you're interested in it. Either way, that'd be too great. And also know that we have our Easter flower order. You may think Easter, yeah, it's coming up, but it takes a while. You got to put the orders in. It takes a long time. So you can call these into the church. You can email, or don't call it, right, because our phones aren't really working that good. But we're almost there to get them fixed. But go ahead and email your flower order to Eileen if you haven't already. All right, there we go. Hey, make sure you're getting some rest. Make sure you're filling that soul with some good things. Make sure you're reading your Psalms, and make sure that you are just finding some beauty somewhere. You know, Dostoevsky said, the world will be saved by beauty, and I believe it. So find some beauty. Find a moment of just grace, and let's just remember we were created for this, for such a time as this, and we can do this.